Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be playing the Risk mobile app, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can win every single time that you play here. It's actually some quite simple strategies that are pretty easy to follow. So let's go ahead and jump in here today. I'm just working off the base version of this app, so I have not paid for anything, and I still have yet to name my character, but that's okay. Let's jump in here, and we'll go against the AI for a little more speedy gameplay here. We'll go on the classic map, and then let's go to the modifiers. We'll do AI difficulty expert, and we'll do the regular world domination. These other game modes are actually quite fun, but we'll stick with the basics for today. And I'm going to jump in, just throw in 4 other players. Alright, so everything's loaded up for us. Alright, so it looks like I'm actually first here. So the first strategy here that you really want to pay attention to is noticing exactly where your troops are deployed and what you can do to get them all together so that you can maximize the troops that you have been given. A lot of times people will leave their territories by themselves and often just lose 2 or 3 troops to the AI, which you want to avoid here. You really want to try to get them all together so that you can maximize the total number of troops you're given at the start of the match. But what also is important here is that you want to notice which territories have card bonuses when you control that whole territory. The easiest ones here to take over are the +2s. That's why they're only worth 2 points. So it's important to start with those because they tend to be easier to control because there's less attacking points. Let's see if we can get rid of that. There we go. So ideally you want to start with any of these 2 +2 territories so that you can take over them and get a small bonus, but that small bonus will add up over time, especially when the other opponents do not get a bonus. So that's what we want to do here first. I'm noticing that in the middle here in Europe, we do have a 6 and a 3. However, it's not near one of these +2 territories, and there's a lot of different attacking points that will get in the way. So we want to avoid trying to establish our first territory there. However, we definitely want to make sure that we get those troops into one of these +2 card bonus territories. So I have 2 troops down here for 2 and 3. And I definitely want to maximize my use of these 2. And how I want to start this, I want to do something that I know I can capture easily so that I can get a one of these cards, because that will be very important later on. So we're going to start here, and we're going to throw 3 troops on this 2 territory. And we're going to just simply take this small right there. And then what's important now is we need to make sure that we're collecting troops. So I know that next time I'm going to get about a +3 bonus. So what I need to do in order to take over this 5 territory, I know I'm going to need to converge these troops, this 4 and this 3. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just quickly checking if there's any other places I want to attack here. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. I may want to bring this up so it's connected to my troops up here, but I'm going to wait till next round for that. So we'll bring our troops down, and I'm doing this down on the bottom so that if anybody attacks, especially this blue color over there, on the left that's Mexico, tries to attack, my troops are at least at the bottom, so it's easier for me to take over that whole continent. Alright, yep, he's coming for me, so alright. Let's just skip through this, see what they ended up doing. Alright, so I have 3 again, and I can definitely take over this territory with that. However, I definitely want my troops that are in the middle there, so we may need to make a move here in this next round so that we can start collecting them. But let's take over South America here. Excellent. Alright, so now this is going to be the important part. We need to make sure that we're getting all of our troops together. However, we need to make sure that we're not just taking over territories with haste. We need to make sure that we're planning this out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to utilize this 6 in order to get all of my troops in the middle here and in Africa connected to the South America. So we're going to come down, and then we're going to go one more. Perfect. So my most vulnerable troops are the ones in Europe right now, so we're going to get those out of there. So I'm going to take this 3. I'm going to move him here so that he's protecting the border. And of course, we got another territory card bonus because we had a successful attack. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's exactly why I wanted to get those troops out of there. Just because whoever it is always fights for that. Now, what's important to do here is, yes, I have a 4 territory or a 4 card right here, but I don't want to take Africa right now because there's too many points that I can be attacked from. And it's just way too difficult to manage. So what I'm going to do is just move my troops over to South America here and then start going through the US. I unfortunately don't think I'll be able to successfully get to Australia over here because that's worth a 2 bonus. However, it's too far and I don't have enough troops for that yet. So I'm going to avoid doing that. I'm just going to make sure that my attack here is successful on West Africa. And then I'm also going to strengthen this border. So let's get our troops in. Perfect. All right. So that was pretty simple, but we're just going to end up fortifying here. And let's move these troops over. Really, the most important thing is making sure that you're getting a card bonus at the end of the day, or a territory bonus, sorry. It's fine if people are fighting in the middle and you lose a territory that's only like a 1 or a 2 here and there. What's really important is securing these territories that give you a bonus. So as you can see, everybody moved throughout, everybody attacked. However, we are sitting here nice and safe in South America, and we're consistently getting 5, which is more than the other opponents will be getting during this. So actually, I'm not going to go here. I'm not going to launch my attack to take over America just yet. I'm going to secure my border there and then move up here through Mexico. And I'm only going to hit Mexico. I want to have only the 1 point that I can be attacked on so I don't have to spread out my troops too much. And I want to be stacking these card bonuses so that once I do want to take over America, I can get a big bonus, big troop bonus, and be able to move through there. I'm happy with what my territories are at. Let's see. Again, just skip through this, see what situation we're dealing with. Alright, so this is a very important part of the game. We notice that our orange player and blue player are both receiving territory bonuses. We need to make sure that we stop that as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, in order to get to the blue player, it's going to take way too many troops and not going to be worth our time, considering it's only a 2 bonus for that territory. So what we want to do here is make sure that orange does not get anything. So we're going to add 1 troop here. However, I see that I now have bonus cards, so that's 10. So this is perfect for us to launch our attack to take over North America. So we're going to trade in these cards. And now we have 10. So we have a total of 24 troops over here. So now we can take over on North America and secure our borders on both sides. And it's important not to try to take over territory before you are able to secure your border on every side, because it makes it very easy to attack you. And it makes it very difficult to hold that territory in the future. So it's also important to move through the territory methodically, making sure that you can capture each section of the continent without making a mistake and having to split up your troops. So I'll demonstrate that right now. So we're going to go here, and of course the method can be different, but you want to make sure that you're taking each territory at a time, ensuring that you can move on to the next one. So let's see, and take Greenland. Now we move back this way, and we need to do 1 more. Excellent. Alright, did we attack Africa yet? So, no. We need to make sure that they are not going to get this card bonus. Or the troop bonus, excuse me. Alright, so here's where it gets a little difficult. Unfortunately, we're going to have to leave our 5 troop there because I need to split this 7 in with Greenland so that I'm securing my border on that side. So, we're going to leave a couple troops because the green team does not have very many troops over here. I'm hoping that they don't come after me as they only need to secure Lower Europe to get their bonus, which looks like they're doing. But yeah, that's the very important step. Secure your border on each side. As you can see, I only have ones in the middle here, but on each side where they're going to attack from, that's where I have all of my troops. So let's fast forward here. Yep, and he came in because I didn't have enough troops over there. That's okay, because of the total number of territories I'm holding has a lot of troops. So I'm simply just going to take over this and leave it so that my border is fairly strong. Alright, that's very good. So now we're just going to sit here. I did my 1 attack so that I get my card bonus. And I'm just going to fortify, and I'm pretty happy with what my borders are at right now, so I'm just going to leave it. Alright, perfect. We got another bonus card. Awesome, just going to skip through this as well. Alright, so this is where it becomes important. Again, you have to stop everyone from getting their territory bonus. So we obviously have to attack green here. We can either attack from the south or the north. What's also important to note is the number of cards that people have on the side here. You can see it through the characters. You can see me kind of clicking their names there, but this isn't an online game, it's just AI, so you can't see more info. But you can see that they all have 3 card bonuses right here. I actually have 3 as well that I can trade in, which I may end up doing so that I can take someone out of the game. Unfortunately, I don't see an easy way for us to do that, as it would be easy to sweep through Europe to take out green, but he has this 1-4 territory that's kind of surrounded by a bunch of other people. So I'm simply just going to, I'm not going to load this up entirely with everything, but I'm going to put a good amount here so that he can't overtake that. I'm going to strengthen over here and strengthen 1 more time down there. So let's take away his card bonus from this territory, and that's good. You basically want to wait until you're sure you have enough troops in order to perform a certain move. Again, I'm fine with what my borders are at. We have another card now, and when this next turn comes, I'm assuming this is going to be the next important tip. Alright, so I'm going to get 10 troops from my card bonus, which I think I want to take advantage of this round. What's extremely important is that you take out a player from the game as soon as you possibly can, because when you eliminate a player, you get a bunch of extra cards here that can be traded in for bonus troops, just free troops. So it's important that you take out players as soon as you possibly can. I actually think I might be able to take out 2 players here at this 1 turn. Yes, so I really need to take out this red player. So let me add 5 troops here. So we have 12 attacking, and we need to get rid of. Actually, I think I'm going to win the game right here. So what's important to do here is take out 1 player at a time, usually the weakest to the strongest. But every time you take out a player, you're going to get cards, and you are forced to trade in those cards once you have 5. So when we attack red here, that'll give us, I believe it's 3 or 4 cards, which we will then be forced to trade in. We can then use that to move through and take out this 3 right here, this green. We're then going to move through Africa and take out orange and the rest of green. So I'm going to trade in here. Now it's all dependent on how many cards I get from defeating red. So, oh, I did not get as many bonus cards as I was expecting. Not a big deal, but I'm going to throw a few more troops on here to make sure that I can take out the green player in the in this territory. So 2 should be enough to do so. He has 4, 6, 7, and then 10. So they have 10 total troops. I should be all set to move through there. And I'm going to move through the bottom here as well. Yeah. Alright, so let's move through and see what we can do here. This is going to be one of our biggest attacks and most important ones. So, take out the red player first because they're the weakest. And I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to do this a little bit methodically. I'm going to take out the green player down here first, so that once I move through here, move through Africa, I'll take the 2 troops in the south, and then I can use my 6 up there to take out the green player, giving me more cards so that I can take out the orange player next. Alright, perfect. So now we take out our red player. He's been defeated. Awesome. Okay, great. That gave me 4 bonus cards. So now I'm going to be forced to trade those in. Excellent. So, I'm pretty certain I should have enough troops in order to move through now Europe and Africa. I'm going to add it on to this up here. And I'm going to move through my attack through Africa to see what exactly I have left once I get through this continent. Making sure to take out these green players from here as well, but also moving through the continent to make sure that I can get this big bulk of troops back out of the continent. So let's attack here. Alright, so now I've secured Africa. However, I'm not sure exactly where I want to go with those troops just yet, so let me take out the green player first. Excellent. Okay. So, theoretically, I can take out that green player with my 4 right there. However, I see that I can move this 18 troop all the way through Europe and then back down through the Middle East. So I'm going to do that so that I'm making sure I can take over as many territories as possible. So green's now defeated. Let's see how many cards we get. Oh, really? I was expecting more than 1. Okay. Let's just keep moving through here. So now Africa's secured, and we're about to secure Europe. So let's keep moving. And now this is good because we can have strong borders somewhat surrounding. Man, only 1 card for taking over that territory again. I'm very surprised. Okay, not a big deal though, because now we can strengthen our borders a little bit surrounding this blue player. It's only a matter of time now before we defeat them, as they simply just don't have the cards and the troops to move through all of my territory. So I'm going to get a lot of troop bonus here, especially since they are splitting their troops and they are not simply attacking me to get rid of my territory bonus. Oh. I'm just curious to see what they're doing here. I'm going to let this play out a little bit. And I think they've made a huge mistake. Yeah, they just actually made a huge mistake right there. That last attack they made it so now I can go in a circle around them, around my 1 territory there, and I actually don't have to take 2 turns. I can possibly do this in just 1 turn. Not that many troops from that, that's okay. I just have to be very careful and make sure that I'm doing this in the correct way. So, I can attack from either this territory or this territory. It doesn't really matter, but I'm going to go through Egypt, and I'm going to come up through the Middle East, go all the way north, circle around, go through Japan, and come all the way back down. And it's very important to make sure that you're kind of attacking in this circular manner and just making sure that you are going through in the right way so that you can complete your goal and you're not going to trip yourself up and attack somewhere and cut yourself off from being able to continue to attack the enemy. So moving through here, and yeah, they have no chance. forget exactly how many troops they have, but I should be able to move through the entire continent and then go through Australia as well. Again, following the circular motion, making sure not to cut myself off. Yep, and that's the game right here. Let me just make sure. We take everybody out. And that is it. The AI generated name with no profile picture. But yeah, that's exactly how you kind of play this game and you dominate your competition every time. Simply just make sure that you are getting the territory bonus for controlling the territories. Start with a smaller territory when you are doing that. Make sure that your opponents are not getting a territory bonus and do what you can without overextending yourself to stop them from getting that bonus. And then make sure that you have enough troops, build up enough troops just so that when you are going to conquer new territory, you can conquer the whole thing and then sit there and secure your borders so that you can't be attacked, so that you are getting those bonuses. And make sure you take out each enemy as soon as you possibly can. And it will give you those bonus cards and make it that much easier to win. As you can see, we just defeated four enemies on the expert difficulty like it was nothing. But yeah, this is just the best strategy that you can take to make sure that you're winning every time on the Risk mobile app. But yeah, that's it for today, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and let me know what else you would like to see.